Ella had always loved train rides, the steady rhythm, the fleeting landscapes, and the way strangers' lives briefly intersected. But tonight, her ride was different. It was New Year's Eve, and the platform was nearly deserted. The city was alive with parties and fireworks, but Ella preferred the quiet journey back to her small apartment. The train arrived with a low screech, its windows fogged from the cold. Ella stepped into the warm, dimly lit carriage, surprised to find it nearly empty, except for one man, seated by the window. He looked about her age, late 20s, with a sharp jawline and messy dark hair. His leather jacket was slightly worn, and he seemed lost in thought, staring at the frost-covered glass. Ella hesitated before sitting across the aisle, stealing a glance at him as she settled in. "Quiet night for New Year's, huh?" the man asked suddenly, his voice low but friendly. Ella blinked, caught off guard. "I guess so. Sometimes it's nice to avoid the crowds, you know?" He nodded, his lips curving into a faint smile. "I get that. It's easier to reflect without all the noise." His name was Liam, and as the train rumbled through the city, their conversation unfolded effortlessly. He told her about his dream of leaving the city behind, traveling the world, and starting fresh. She shared her plans to quit her corporate job and open a bakery, a dream she'd been too scared to chase. They laughed over their failed resolutions from past years, trading stories and secrets like old friends. Hours seemed to pass in minutes, and for the first time in a while, Ella felt like she was exactly where she was supposed to be. The train slowed, the announcement for her stop breaking their bubble. Ella's heart sank. "This is me," she said reluctantly, standing. Liam's smile faltered just slightly. "It was nice meeting you, Ella. Happy New Year." "Yeah," she replied, lingering for a moment. "You too." As the train doors slid shut behind her, Ella turned to catch one last glimpse of Liam. But the window where he'd been sitting was empty. She frowned, a strange feeling creeping over her. She was certain he'd been there just seconds ago. The train pulled away, leaving her standing in the crisp winter air, feeling an odd mix of curiosity and loss. When she got home and unpacked her bag, something fell to the floor, a small, folded piece of paper. Her brows knit together as she picked it up. Inside was a sketch of her, perfectly capturing her smile as she leaned against the train seat. At the bottom were 3 words, "See you soon." Her pulse quickened. How had it gotten there? Who was Liam? Really? Ella sat staring at the note, her mind swirling with questions. One thing was certain. This was no ordinary train ride, and the new year had brought her something she wasn't about to let go.